Okay, I'm up. Why does my right arm always hurt in the morning? So if you get that joke, great, good for you. If not, let's just move on. This is episode 7 here on the Autocraft SMP Season 4, and yep, that's my bed. I was tired. I was tired because I was building all of this. Yep, and a little expansion to the mega base. I'm in the outpost I built in the last episode. Wanted to get over to the other side of what I think the total area is going to be and start putting walls and stuff up there. So yep, another outpost with a wall that comes down the topography and another little entrance gate post. I'll show you what I'm going to plan on doing with that. Now the wall is actually not a very easy thing to do in my opinion, because I'm not going to just tear out the landscape and make it flat. No, I want to go with the contours of the existing topography that Minecraft actually generated, and sometimes that's hard to do. I had to go over a cave entrance, which is in the bottom of the wall there, and that's actually going to be kind of fun. So let's go over there. I'll show you that. But here's the wall, and here's the inside of this little gate post. I haven't decorated it yet, done anything there, but I want to show you this. I love the perspective. I love the views. You know, BOO talks about that a lot. Others talk about that a lot, and I really try to incorporate that in all my builds of, you know, when you're walking into something like that, what does it look like? What does it look like when I'm walking on my walls? All that stuff. I just like the view of everything, and all this out here is going to get just overhauled and redone, and it's going to be great. But for now, I need a light up underneath. So I'm going to start that lighting up with this little spot right here, the cave entrance in my wall. I want this to eventually be like a minecart system where maybe the builders of my mega base was bringing material out from the deeps or the depths and that kind of stuff, and that's where all that comes from, right through here, and maybe even put some masons out here in a little village or something to produce all of it. So my idea is to kind of clear this out, make a pathway out of it, and in the future at least. And so if I'm going to light up underneath, this is where I'm going to start. I'm going to access right here, see how far down this cave goes. Okay, so after some digging, I came to the end of it, and a little irritated that it stopped, but I'm hearing things, so I'm going to dig a little bit and see if I can find something. I swear I hear zombies, maybe even a spider here a second ago. I don't hear it anymore. But a lot of times Minecraft doesn't just end these things. Oh, look. Oh, yep. Oh my god, that goes so far down. There's a mine shaft down there at the very bottom. I also see some deep dark stuff. That's never fun, or well, it could be really fun. So how do I get down there? Because this is a huge cave. Holy cow. So I realize many of you might just fly down there and go right into that mine shaft. I don't want to do that. I think this is going to be kind of a long-term cave for me, and I'd like to light the whole thing up, but you know how long that's going to take? Especially with all these ledges up this high, you know, so I'm probably going to walk around this first ledge here and light it up so nothing, you know, drops on my head as I go down, and I think this is going to take a couple hours of playing to light all this up. So I'm going to speed forward through it a little bit. Maybe I'll show you guys anything that's interesting. How about that? Oh my god, that one scared me. Holy cow. Ah, not this time. Well, I finally made it in the mine shaft, and there's a chest and a cart right there. I'm going to light more of this stuff up. It took forever to get down here. Probably like 4 stacks of torches and just lighting stuff up. Do you guys do this? Do you guys like rip out all the planks and the resources out of here? Ooh, there's a spider there. I thought I saw something. I like doing this and ripping all out here, and there's the deep dark, and there's more dark, and it's dangerous down here. But I do. I like clearing out the hallways because it kind of tells me where I've been, where I need to go, and I don't get lost that way down here. So there's people everywhere. Hey, we have found our first cave spider spawner, and I don't see... Is there light down there? Oh, I think the game spawned a torch above a spider spawner. That is... I've never seen that. Let's go get this guy first. And then we'll come back to the spiders. I keep checking behind me, though. Oh, I hear more. Or is that just this guy? Get out of here. Yep, there's another guy. Okay. Oh, God bless. Oh my goodness. Oh, okay. Oh, that'd be so cool if there's a spawner up there. I know that there's... Oh, they can't get past there. Ha! Alright, so I know that's a big cave over there, so maybe they're just coming in having spawned previously, but if there's a spawner up there, that'd be pretty cool. Right next to the cave spider spawner. So, let me... I need a better bow. I know I lost my bow previously, and I just threw this one together, but this thing is worthless. Alright, block this off. Let's go see the cave spiders here, and I'm activating it, and yeah, look at that. It's nothing spawning. There's a torch above it. That is cool. That is cool. Well, we're going to do something with this. Alright, so the spawner opens up to this big cave here, and I think this is the original big cave that I found earlier. See, there's the spawner, and here's... Let me open this up a little bit. I can see... Yeah, there's torches over there. I've been down here before. So, this is awesome. Let me light this up a little bit. I'm going to get myself hurt down here. But if this opens up to the big cave, then I can either fly down here, if I make a farm out of this. I already have spider eyes as available through Jinx, so I'm not sure I'm actually going to make a farm out of it. I don't know, but being able to come down here, I can put a water elevator, although there's water flow down here already, or I can fly down here and wait. Did I see something over here? Hang on. Oh, I'm hearing things. And yes, that's another spawner. That's another spawner. Okay, a double spider spawner. Now that I have to actually make a farm out of. I mean, it just... Ow! I think that was a skeleton because I'm not poisoned. Let me... Here they come. Here they come. No, no. Okay, yeah. Crappy bow. Okay, there was two, wasn't there? Alright, well, instead of showing you a time-lapse of the entire build, I decided to head back over to Dune's Dookie Hole, change my clothes. If you don't know what Dune's Dookie Hole is, by the way, please go back and look at the other episode. It's an outhouse, and yep, it's a dookie. But anyway, work clothes. I put my work clothes on because if we're going to build like this, we need to have our work clothes on. And again, instead of showing you time-lapse of what I made that double spider spawner to look like, I figured I would just show you the farms real quick that we now have installed here in our new build. And then we'll hop down to the spider spawner, and I'll show you how it ended up. I got very, very lucky. I did not plan this, but as I was looking at the coordinates, turns out the spider spawner cave is nearly directly under this build, which is awesome. So, let's go in here real quick, and we will see what's going on. Close the door. I'll first say that I'm not very happy with this build, but it's very functional, and it does what it needs to do. The first thing you'll see is that I did do an elevated or tiered mushroom farm. I'm playing a little bit with the mechanics of this because my understanding is the algorithm prefers to build vertically, or to spread vertically, but I did underneath it just to kind of test that theory, put this down here and put some mushrooms around the outside to see what'll happen. So far, the spreading vertically is losing, but it is what it is. Okay. So over here, and it's actually working. I've got a couple stacks of mushrooms over there in a barrel, so it's not like I'm not getting what I need. Here is the collection system for a melon farm, and it's not just a melon farm, but it's also a pumpkin farm, and it's getting full. But it is also a pumpkin farm, and it's actually way up in the tower. I'll show you the collection system here in just a second, but this is where it ends up, and it splits. The way it works is it splits its droppings between the top barrel and the bottom barrel, and when those get full, well, okay, some go in here, and some will eventually go in here. So that's good. Again, another farm completed. Let's hop up there real quick, and I'll show you what's going on here. Another simple little build, and I call it my melon washer, because why not? The melons drop out of the ceiling, they fall in here, they get washed up, and then they run down over here, and they go down into the collection system. For those of you who are, looking at this saying, you're losing all your melons. I know. It's okay. I like the animation. I like the fact that it actually feels like a little watermelon washer. And it's only losing like 10 or something like that every hour or something. It's not that big of a deal that those are just sitting there. I'm getting plenty. It'll be fun. I like animations, and I am going to play more with animations here coming up. So, anyway. Okay, so if we hop back down here, I have the cave entrance. So let's hop down to the cave entrance, and we'll show you the immersion of our cave. Yes, dark. It's deep down here. It's dark. It's damp. It's full of spider webs and heads, which is great. Let me put this over here. And if you come down here and look, it's a big spider head. It's not a cave spider head. I just made a spider head. And the mouth is actually where the spiders... okay. Inventory is full of all kinds of stuff, and we want those. It has become, because of how deep it is, it has also become a secondary farm, which is awesome. Oh, but there's a spider. Okay, we don't typically hit them with the bow. Instead, we come over here and we grab our Bane of Arthropods, Diamond Sword. We're gonna let them build up here just for a second. Then I'm gonna show you a really cool trick with this. Okay, so about a minute later, or a little less, the double spawners are really starting to produce, and even more glow ink squids behind them there, which is great. So it's really easy just to come up to the mouth here and give it a good whack, right? Now, in most spider farm... I gotta do it again. I gotta get that guy. Give me the ink sacs. Come on. How many are there? Oh, it's a Bane of Arthropods sword, so it's not really killing the glow squid very easily. Anyway, for most spider farms, when people make these, there's a little bit of trouble, a little bit of inefficiencies with losing spiders up walls and stuff like that behind. And you try to create maybe a little water chute that kind of forces them down into an area where they can't climb, like this area here. So you just one hit and they all die, right? However, I didn't want to lose some of the efficiency of these spiders, so one row back and up. If this row kind of gets full, they will kind of collect themselves up a little bit. And if I push one button, boom, it pushes them out and pushes them right back to me. That wasn't very impressive that time. I've sat here before doing this for a while and pushed the button, and I promise you there's like 50 that pop out of there, which is great. So once you kill them all, you can close the doors. And yes, if there's too many, you get a little bit of buildup like this. And you can't even get the XP. And I didn't build it for XP, but I figured if I wanted a way to get the XP, I put in another button. And there it is. All the XP comes right through. So, no, I'm not building this for the XP. I built this for the spider eyes. The string and subsequent wool that you can make from that is just extra. And 10 more glow ink. That's wonderful. Now I've got 33 of those. I might actually start selling those as well. And obviously the spider heads, which is where all these come from. So it's been a nice little farm. It's really worked out real well. And again, all that you see here is just from me, building this thing and coming down here and clearing it out once in a while. One spider escaped and bit me, and I didn't like it. And I just didn't have the heart to kill it. It's almost speaking to me almost. It was just telling me, no, I deserve to live, and it gave me a little bit of an idea. This little cage right behind me, you see her, that's right, her, up in the corner up there? I named her Nancy Nibbles. Now, if you guys follow the other Autocrafters, you know Professor Sherbert has a pet spider named Jeffrey Nibbles, and spiders do not belong in homes, and something tells me Mr. Krink, which again is where Sherbert is squatting for the season, and Krink's base. I don't think Krink likes to have spiders in his house. I think he's afraid of them, deathly. So I'm going to cure that. Mrs. Nibbles over here, or Miss Nibbles, Nancy Nibbles, needs a companion. So let's go sneak off and see what we can do. Hey, we have done it. Don't tell Mr. Sherbert. I'm sure he'll find out anyway. But we have done it. We got Mr. Nibbles in there with Mrs. Nibbles now. And, yep, they're a couple. They're definitely enjoying each other's company, which is great. They're actually currently sharing the same spot. You can see all the different legs up there. So that's great. We even named them Mr. and Mrs. Nibbles up above. Hey, real quick before I go up and show you one more thing up top, I go over here real quick and, yeah. So that was closed for about, I don't know, a minute or so. Let's press that button, see how many we got this time. That is some spiders. Okay, and then the one last thing we did here was we changed our sign up top to Meet the Nibbles. Yep, I like that. I like that a lot. Let's hop on over to the starter town base and mark some of these farms off our list. So getting here to the base, I see a diamond block and have no clue why. Not named anything, is it? Nope, just a block of diamond. I'll have to figure out what that's about later. Okay, let's go upstairs. And run down to our wall. First thing we're going to do is turn off this because we don't want that to be running all the time. All right, let's see, what do we have? We ended up with the mushroom farm and the melon farm. And we already put the spider eye farm up there, although that's one of those things that you know, we did make it much better, much easier. So we're going to put the mushroom farm here, which means we can make all of the fermented spider eyes that we want, which is great. Now the other thing we're going to do is put the melon down here. Remember, we need a carrot farm and a gold farm in order to make the glistening melons. We have the opportunities to buy all the golden carrots we like from Alpin, which we still may, but I still need to make the glistening melons, which means I still need the gold farm, which means I hate to have this empty at the end of the season, so we'll probably end up making a carrot farm anyway. I got some ideas for it, so this is great. We actually accomplished quite a bit in this particular episode, more than I thought we were going to. We expanded upon the castle. We did a little bit of caving and lighting up underneath, and in doing so found a double cave spider farm and made the farm from those spawners, because when you find them that close, you've got to. You know what? The other thing that farm did is it's going to force us to finally be able to update some of our signs. There we go. That was the whole point. We want them to glow. Now we can make them glow. Haha, great. Again, what an update. What an update to all of our stuff. So thank you guys very much for joining me on this episode. It's been great. It's been fun. I have a lot more ideas coming up, including expanding the mega base even further and maybe even start setting up some different villagers. So let's see what we can do, guys. See you later.